Hello again, gang. Welcome back to the channel. Jayhuahua here. It's another Football Manager 2023 experiment. And today, Mark, Tommy and Phil, they are back once again with their NJ Master. And today, they've only gone and put the gloves on. Let's get into it. Yes, Tommy, Mark and Phil, they are back. They are back with a bang. Tommy has got a hilarious polygon. Have you ever seen anything like it? I've gone with 20s for the perfect column and 5s for the other, as per part 2 of the perfect column for the outfield players. Even though technical Tommy, the technical attributes for a goalkeeper are just like free kick taking and penalty taking, I wanted to bring Tommy because I wanted a bit of cohesion, so I could have called him goalkeeping Gommy, but technical Tommy has got the goalkeeping column, so you can appreciate consistency. Mental Mark, of course, mental with his goalkeeping ability, and yeah, I mean, what's that for a polygon? Absolutely hilarious. Phil, there you go. He is, again, got a bit of a shambolic sort of polygon, so it's going to be interesting. It is going to be interesting. As you can see here, if we look at the current abilities and potential abilities, Tommy's got 113. He's actually really good for a goalkeeper. He could do with some of these improving, but he's got all the goalkeeping stats fantastic, so he will do great, I am sure. Mark and Phil, will they manage to power on? I think from a baseline of 5, I'd like to think they might be able to. So let's fingers crossed. Let's hope they do. As always, 1 year in the future, straight off the bat to see where they go. Let's hope they don't retire. Okay, so Tommy has gone to Oxford, I believe. He is contracted to Oxford. He's starting to get some 6s and 7s, so he's improving already. He's up at 123 overall. Mental Mark has gone to West Ham. West Ham have signed Mental Mark, and he's got quite a few 6s. And he played 3 games, one of them off the bench, and 2 of them he got clean sheets in, actually playing for the full team. I can't believe it. And Phil at Woking has also played 3 times. He's at 64 now. Again, 5s and 6s coming through. Cup competitions he played, 2 conceded, 1 clean sheet. Very, very good. Well, I'm surprised. Well, Tommy has been snaffled by Oxford and they are laughing their way to the bank. Of course, he has played the entire season, right? Yes, he has. 45 games, 44 conceded, 12 clean sheets. 5 player of the matches. Oxford. Sean Derry was sacked, and Robbie Fowler, who's a coach at Oxford, took over as caretaker, and Emma Hayes has taken over as manager. Fair play to her. And they're 17th in Sky Bet League 1, which, look at the season preview, Oxford are meant to finish 12th according to this season, and last season they finished 20th. They were just outside the relegation zone. 2 points, and they had a decent enough goal difference. I'll say, you look at the goals conceded, 46. The goals against, Oxford were mid-table. That's your goalkeeper, that is. That's technical Tommy. Tommy has taken Oxford and sorted them right out. Right, we're not going to dilly-dally too much now. 2 years we're going to jump because there's going to be incremental differences and there's going to be quite a lot going on in the first early years before they really sort of get going. So we'll do bigger jumps towards the back end of their careers. If you like this kind of idea though, please do drop a like on the video. It means a lot, helps the algorithm, pushes it out, and yeah, helps the channel grow. We are growing massively at the moment. I thank you all. 2 years. Okay, so where are we then? Let's see. Technical Tommy is at Liverpool, 148 out of 200. Let's have a look at his attributes then. He's got 2 in the 11s. Fantastic. I mean, they're 6'4", so I've given them the height to help their jumping reach and all that jazz. His polygon's really starting to round out now. Not lost a single 20. £5 million Liverpool paid Oxford for him. 3.4 million cost so far, but it says 5 million on there. I don't know why that might be, but he did very well for Oxford in that League One season, up to halfway, up to January, and then Liverpool bought him in the January. 1 game he can off the bench and conceded 2 goals. That was a shambles for them. Maybe they went down to 10 men with a red card for the goalkeeper, because that happens all the time, doesn't it? And then he had 1 game off the bench last season and he got a clean sheet, so he's not played much for Liverpool, but he's got a cap for England. He's been capped for England, and Henk de Jong is in charge. You have a look if Ralph's been in charge. Ralph has not. Where is Ralph? We're already on Ralph watch. He's the manager of Austria. That happens quite a lot. I wonder if the most recent update, they've changed his liberties to be manager of Austria rather than England. I hope not. He was at he went to Cologne. What's this? He was at Leipzig, players manager of the year, 3rd place at Leipzig in 2017. And then, apparently, he was never manager of Southampton. Not in this universe, anyway. He went to Cologne in 2023. Sacked. after losing confidence in the dressing room, should I say. Then he's become the Austria manager in 2024. He's been there for just over a year. Go on, Ralph. Gareth Southgate resigned after winning the World Cup. Well, fair play, Gareth. We'll come back to all that later. Technical Tommy's gone to Liverpool for a pittance. Mental Mark hasn't got any greens elsewhere, but he's really starting to sort of kick on. Got a few 10s. He's on the cusp. The only 5s he's still got of eccentricity, punching tendency, and rushing out tendency. Everything else is moving in the right direction. He's played 9 times apparently for West Ham over the years. 6 goals conceded, 5 clean sheets. Lots of substitute appearances for goalkeepers. I don't get it. Why? I don't know. Physical Phil. Oh, aerial reach 11. Of course, that was always going to go up because of his height. Brilliantly rounding out. One-on-ones up at 10. He's doing quite well here at Woking. He's not playing much, though. Again, send him out on bloody loan. For the love of God. He's only getting the Arsenal treatment, eh? You know. From part 1 of the original outfield experiment. Go and watch it if you've not seen it after this. I'll link it at the end. Second most popular video on the channel. Make it the most popular. Go on, gang. Get it up to 20,000 views. Insane. Can't believe that. Right, so Woking, League 2 for Physical Phil. Mental Mark is at West Ham still. Played a couple of games. Technical Tommy has moved to Liverpool, having plied his trade for Oxford for a number of years. And he's been capped by England. 18 years old. Going to go 2 more years because we're really going to knuckle down on the early stages of their careers. But I think they're all going to make it. I really do. Wow. Oh my God. Right. I don't even know where to begin. I do. We'll start with Tommy. Still at Liverpool. He's improved a negligible amount. I'll be perfectly honest with you. He's got 21 caps for England, yet he's barely playing for Liverpool. So who's the Liverpool goalkeeper then? Who's Liverpool's goalkeeper, Jurgen? Alisson? Come on. Jurgen. Well, you're doing yourself a disservice, aren't you? Man City winning the league. Look at that. 12 points worse off. 9 points worse off. Oh, City beating Chelsea on goal difference by a goal. By a singular goal. Liverpool 5 points further back. Liverpool finishing 3rd. There we go. This season, I don't know if they had him at that point, so we'll ignore that. Mental Mark has overtaken, not been capped by England, under 21 caps, 11. His polygon's rounding out a bit. He's got determination of 19, but look at this. Look at these yellows. One-on-one's up at 16. He's got a green. Go on, Mark. Absolute scenes over here. He's becoming a very, very, very good goalkeeper. 169 overall, and he's playing week in, week out for West Ham. He's become their first choice goalkeeper, and understandably. And Phil, he's gone to Arsenal again. 3 experiment videos we've done on Mark, Tommy and Phil. We've done part 1 outfield, part 2 outfield with different positions and some friends as well for different positionals, and this goalkeeper one. Physical Phil's gone to Arsenal in every single video. It seems to be a little thing that happens, so yeah, I'm happy he's gone there. But now, Arsenal balls him up in the first one, and the second, well, I'm not going to ruin it, but yeah, go and watch him if you've not seen it. £300,000 they paid for him from Woking. Again, an appearance off the bench. Why are they making so many substitutions with the goalkeepers? It never happens, does it? He became Woking's first... I say he became their first choice goalkeeper. He played half the games in the league. Why is he only playing half the games? He moved for £300,000. He's got 321 caps. He's got lots of yellows. He's becoming a well-rounded goalkeeper. And at 135, I think he's improved the most. Has he? Tommy's improved the least. I think he started on about 120 odd, 130 maybe. Whereas Mental Mark was well under 100 and Physical Phil was on like 54. So, yeah. Henk de Jong is still in charge of England. And they've just won the World Cup again. That's back-to-back World Cups for England. So Henky's done the job. The question is, though, is Ralph still at Austria? No. He's only gone to Fiorentina. Oh, he just resigned as the manager of Austria to take a job in club football, Fiorentina, and he's won the Italian Super Cup. Come on, Ralph. Anyway, right, we're going to go 2 more years. Coming up, I think this might be the last 2-year jump. I think the next one will be a 3-year jump in the interest of trying to keep this at a reasonable length. Okay, right. Tommy at Liverpool, 186 out of 200 is, I'll be honest with you, doesn't look that unbelievable, does he? I mean, he's all right. 28 caps for England. He's worth a lot of money. Finally, becomes Liverpool's first choice goalkeeper in the last couple of years. Chelsea and then Arsenal have won the league. Don't tell me Phil's gone and won the league with Arsenal. He probably hasn't played enough. He's on international duty with England under 21s at the age of 22. Okay, thank you. Yeah, makes sense. Mental Mark at West Ham still, only on £71,000 a week. 15 caps for England, so he's now taken over the England jersey. Down at 18 for determination, but getting very, very well rounded in other areas. Great one-on-ones, great command of air and aerial reach, great jumping reach, great throw-in. Feel like I want him for Oldham. Can't afford him. But Oldham, I hear you ask. The Oldham Days video series on the channel are Let's Play. We're having a great time. Over 50 episodes on the channel now. No spoilers. Go and watch it. It's a lot of fun. We're loving it. Physical Phil at Arsenal then. No caps for England. 21 under 21 caps. Rounding out quite nicely. Not as nicely as Mark. It's always Mark, innit? The mentals are the key attributes, aren't they? He did not play a singular minute in that last season, so he did not get Premier League winners medal. That's unfortunate, isn't it? Oh, Phil. Phil, my heart breaks for you. Mark and Tommy are both going to get to 200. Is Phil going to get there? I think so. I'll be honest with you. I genuinely do think so. At 22 years old, they've got ages left in them. We're going to go through 3 years and we're going to fly through it now. Right. So, Tommy, 199. At Liverpool still. Mark has moved to Chelsea and is at 198. Phil still at Arsenal on 156. We're going to start off with Phil. Attribute analysis. He's improving a bit. He's not playing enough. He's Arsenal's second choice goalkeeper. That's the problem. He's still got Aaron Ramsdale. Julio Cesar, who's arguably a better goalkeeper. They've signed him for 18.25 million from ATM. Oh, that's a lot of money getting out of the ATM, eh? Oh, funny, aren't I? 230 grand a week, and he's Arsenal's first choice goalkeeper. Paying a lot for Arsenal, but Arsenal paying a lot for goalkeepers, aren't they? Mark, £102 million he cost Chelsea, moving from West Ham. Well, it says 102, it says 97 there. Potentially cost, including add-ons, of £102 million. He's played 37 times for Chelsea last season, conceding 33 goals and 16 clean sheets. And Liverpool have won the league the last 2 years. Arsenal won it in 29-30. Physical Phil, 29-30. He played 7 times. Is that enough? Is that enough? He's Premier Division winner and he's a Champions League winner in 2030. Can you believe it? Physical Phil. He had 2 appearances off the bench in the Champions League, keeping a clean sheet in both. And Arsenal won the Champions League. Absolute scenes. Fair play to them. Back to Mental Mark. He's improved greatly. He is a phenomenal player. 21 caps for England. Tommy's got 54, so Tommy's now taken back over the gloves. Phil, of course, never been capped. Domestic Cup goalkeeper for Arsenal. That's his squad role at 105 grand a week. You need to leave, Phil. You need to leave. His physicals are dropping. 19 for acceleration and agility. Get out of there before you rot like you did in the first experiment. Graham Potter has gone to England to be in charge after Eric Ten Hag took over from Henk de Jong. They've all resigned. Ralph Hasenhüttl's gone, so he will not be the England manager in this experiment. Can you believe it? Sad times all round. Well, Mark and Tommy are basically there. Will Phil make it? His contract's up in 2035 in 3 years' time. So we're going to jump forward 4 years to see if he stays at Arsenal or he makes that move. Okay, so Mark and Tommy have both made it to 200. Unfortunately, Physical Phil is still at 157 at 29 years old. He's signed a new contract to 2039 with Arsenal. He's on 105 grand a week. Do you know what? He's found his place, hasn't he? He's happy. He's sat. The Emirates is a lovely stadium. The dugout, I imagine, is so nice. The chairs look so comfy. Phil, he just goes and sits down on the bench. He plays a handful of minutes every season. And he gets 105 grand a week. £5 million a year. To sit on his arse and pick a ball up every now and again. Look, 4 games he played this season. Three of them off the bench. And 1 off the bench in the Cup, 1 off the bench in the Champions League. 5 substitute appearances in a singular season. This doesn't normally happen, does it? With goalkeepers. I don't know. I need to look him. Let's look at just some random keeper. Chelsea have just won the league with whoever. So our 3 goalkeepers have finished the top 3 in the Premier League. That's quite satisfying. Let's go look at Sunderland then. Alessandro Emre is in charge. Not expect that. So Dylan Graham hasn't played this season. Right, so he's the he's the goalkeeper. He's played every game. Stefan Baljic. Yeah, off the bench. Again, off the bench. The substitute goalkeepers do come off the bench quite a bit. I'm baffled by that. I'm surprised. So Phil's probably not going to get there. He's happy just collecting his paycheck at Arsenal, whereas Tommy and Mark have made it to 200. Mark's on 59 caps for England. Looking world class. Tommy, 63 caps for England, also looking world class. What? Ralph's now in charge of England? I've tried to search for Ralph and he'd gone. Well, that's a surprise. What happened? He left Fiorentina, resigned. He left the manager of Austria to take a job in club football. He then resigned as a cup winners and from Fiorentina to go and take an international job. He resigned as manager of Croatia to go to Capital League. So he's just resigning all over the place. He resigned as manager of Roma to go to Holland. And then he's resigned as manager of Holland to become the England manager in 2034 because he knows I'm looking. Ralph Hasenhüttl is the England manager. I can't believe it. And Mental Mark, according to this tactic, Mental Mark is the first choice goalkeeper. Technical Tommy is second. And Phil is in the squad. Never been capped. Come on, Ralph. Give Phil a chance. Give Phil a chance. That will make this video. That will top it off. If Ralph gives Phil a cap, I might lose my mind. So we're in 2036. I think we're going to jump through 4 more years to 2040. It'll be 33 by then. That'll be the second to last stop before we go to the end of their careers, I think. See you in 4 years. Oh, they're all declining. They're all declining. Physical Phil has gone to Vigo. He's down at 150. He's never been capped for England. He's gone grey with the stress. He's had a 50% pay cut. 12.75 million Vigo paid. And he decided at the age of 33, do you know what? I fancy going playing some football. Is he joking? It's taken him to his early 30s to decide he wants to go and play football for a living. Still a weird polygon for Tommy. 63 caps. That's not really moved, has it? Still a first choice goalkeeper for Liverpool. 7.13 overall he's getting. Mental Mark, 104 caps for England. He is England's number one. And who's won the Premier League for the last 4 or 5 years? Well, it's been Man City twice, and Liverpool and Chelsea have both taken one apiece. Liverpool the most recent season. Andre Villas-Boas is back. That was a different experiment. Apologies. Ralph Hasenhüttl's resigned. Oh, he's resigned. Hasenhüttl took charge of England where he stayed until July 2038. During his tenure, Hasenhüttl's team won the Euros and the European International League in 2037. And that was his last job. Nothing after that. So he resigned as manager of England and retired from football. Go on, Ralph. Well, it's been a very Ralph-heavy experiment, this one, hasn't it? Just felt natural. So physical Phil's never got there, and he's only going to decline now. Tommy and Mark are going to keep going. Mark has become England's number one. So again, the mental attributes, for me, seem to be the best all round. Because on the first experiment, Mental Mark did far better than the other two. On part 2, we did an increase in attribute ability, and we did different positions, which did lend itself to everyone doing a lot better. Mental attributes are just so important in Football Manager. You get a player with good mentals, even if they've not got the best technicals and physicals, they'll probably go far. Let's go and try and find the end of the careers then. Oh, Mental Mark's retiring from Chelsea. Still first choice goalkeeper. Still repping it up. Man City, Newcastle, Man City. Chelsea have won 1 league in the last 5 years. We've jumped forward 5 years. Mental Mark got 156 caps for England. When did he retire from international football? 10th of July 2044, so about a year ago. Technical Tommy retired as player at 38. 65 caps for England. He never moved away from Liverpool. 537 conceded in 652. He did very well. He won the English Premier Division Golden Glove on 5 occasions. UEFA Champions League Goalkeeper of the Season 5 occasions. World Golden Glove twice, and England Player of the Year shortlisted for World Footballer of the Year. Physical Phil. He's a goalkeeping coach. He's a coach. We can look back at his... Oh, he was at Vigo, playing every game, and then he went to Sunderland in the Premier Division and played every game before he retired at the end of last season. Conceding just more than a goal a game, 355 games, 344 goals, 125 clean sheets, not bad. A lot of would be from the bench though. Mark, as we've just seen, 667 in 740, 289 clean sheets. In terms of Footballer of the Year, then, I don't expect them to have won any Footballers of the Year. Unusual for a goalkeeper to win it, and they haven't. But Goalkeeper of the Year, Mental Mark, 1, 2. Technical Tommy, 2-1, 2-2. Mental Mark, Technical Tommy. That's 4-3 to Tommy. And there we go. Tommy takes Goalkeeper of the Year, 4-3. The Golden Glove, 3 for Mental Mark. Technical Tommy. Ooh, Mental Mark just takes that. Oh, 4 for Mental Mark, sorry. Yeah, 4-2. Well, there you go then. That's going to call time on this experiment, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been, once again, another perfect column experiment. I do love these. They are a lot of fun. I'm going to try and bring some more in some capacity, but not to make them go stale. They need to be fresh. They need to have different variations and different things happening. I felt the positional change of Goalkeeper was something very fresh and original. If you've got any ideas of how to keep these fresh and original, let me know. Or if you've got any different ideas that you want me to bring to the channel, again, let me know in the comments down below. I'm very, very receptive to all ideas I read. And I'll get back to you regardless. So yeah, let me know in the comments. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, like the video. And yeah, if you want to watch part 1 of this video, it's somewhere floating around above my head, as well as part 2. I'll put them both up there so you can go and watch either of them. And yeah, take care, gang. See you soon.